Right, so it's me again talking about my dermatitis. I did one already, like my last video. I think it was a couple months ago, and it did actually quite well. It got some comments and stuff, and I thought I'm going to do a little bit of an updated video and talk about some of the stuff that's changed, some of the stuff that I changed and actually worked better from my last video. And I had some extra comments and stuff that people asked some questions, so I thought I might as well address everything in this video and try and give it like a nice overview, so I can help as many people as I possibly can that went through the same like seborrheic dermatitis experience that I went through. So let's rewind and let me just quickly talk about what problems I had and what I did and that sort of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in this video. I'm going to include some of the stuff that I used. Well, I'm going to talk about everything that I used. I'm going to talk about all the stuff that didn't work. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that did work, how I managed to treat it, my experience, so on and so forth. So in this video, expect to see some holy grails, let me say, in some of the stuff that I found in like product wise that has helped me so much, and some things that I don't really see many people talking about, or they do, but they're sort of, the research that I done, I didn't really see much stuff on it, so I thought I may as well lay it all on the table and just see if it helps you guys as well, because I know I didn't realize, but so many people actually go through the same thing that I went through. So let's go. So back, I'm not entirely sure when it was, but maybe it was like 6 months ago, I started developing seborrheic dermatitis on my face, mainly on my cheeks here. It was actually quite bad on my scalp. It first actually came about on my scalp, and then it progressed onto my face. I had it here and I had it all on my cheeks. I had like some really good photos in my last video that I put on, so maybe I'll include them on this one, but if not, they're back on that video. So as I said, I was developing this seborrheic dermatitis on my face, and I was getting a bit worried. I didn't really understand what this was, and I thought it was like a skin condition. Well, it is a skin condition, but I thought like maybe it's because of my diet. I thought maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I didn't understand. It just felt like it came about out of nowhere. I just feel like, look, I woke up one morning and it was really bad, and I was like, mate, what the hell is this? And then it passed, it went down a little bit, and then it came back again, and I basically just had it for maybe like 2 or 3 months whilst I was battling it. So wind forward maybe 3 weeks from when I first got it, I did go to the doctors, because I thought that's the first point of contact I should have went to, is like go to the doctors and see what they say. So I went to the doctors, and straight away they told me that it is seborrheic dermatitis, which I didn't even know what that was, but later down I found out what it is. And I guess you guys also know what seborrheic dermatitis is. So first of all, they gave me like some creams, like steroid creams and antifungal creams and stuff, and I was a little bit reluctant to using them. I didn't really want to use steroid creams because you guys know what steroid creams are all about, and it's not really the best for you to use on your skin and all that sort of stuff. It only prolongs the issue. Whilst it may fix it in the short term, it's not going to fix it in the long term, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to figure out what the root cause of it was before I do anything. So it got a little bit, my skin condition got worse. I don't know what it was. I was just thinking, mate, what is going on? What am I doing wrong? And it got to the point where I thought, right, I'm going to sack it. I'm going to go for the steroid cream. And I used the steroid cream, and obviously without any surprise, it did clear it within, it started clearing it within the first day. But then after about a week using it, you obviously need to stop using it after a week, and I stopped using it, and as soon as I stopped using it, it all came back again, even worse. So I thought, no, this is completely wrong. I shouldn't have even done this in the first place. In fact, I am going to put up some pictures up, because it was bad. And I understand that it wasn't, obviously, it's not the worst. I've seen some people with some really bad seborrheic dermatitis and stuff. So hopefully I'm going to try and lay out some of the bits and bobs on this, some things on this video, and hopefully that might help you guys. So the first thing I done, which I thought was the main reason, was my diet, because I'm a big person of what you put into your body kind of shows, what you show on the outside is kind of what you put on the inside. So I did loads of research, and I was researching what could be the problems, and I came up with the idea that it's gluten. So I cut gluten out completely. I didn't eat gluten for maybe a good 2 months, and it was all right. It calmed it down, but I did also run into some other issues. I stopped eating gluten, and then one day it all just came back again. It all came back really bad. And I just couldn't understand. I was like, what is it then? Because clearly they're not the gluten. Because I cut gluten out, and I don't know if any of you guys have cut gluten out, but you know how difficult it is to cut gluten out, because gluten is quite literally in everything that you eat. Everything in the shops is just full of gluten, and I thought, oh my god, this is an absolute nightmare, mate. I don't really know what I'm going to do. So then I had a trip coming up to Germany. Bearing in mind, I'm still gluten-free at this point, and I had a trip coming up to Germany, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to try go gluten-free as much as I can in Germany. To my surprise, I wasn't surprised at all. Nothing in Germany is gluten-free. The cider is not a thing. They don't have cider over there. They have, everything contains bread and gluten. And I was like, God, I don't really know what I'm going to do. At this point, I've managed to calm my seborrheic dermatitis down quite well by not eating gluten, as I said. And then when I went to Germany, I was kind of forced to have gluten. And I thought, mate, I'm only here for a couple of days. I thought, right, I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to just drink and eat as much as I want, really, and just enjoy my time. There's only one thing that I changed, though. There's only one thing. The one thing that I did do is I decided that I'm going to wash. I'd never done this before. Maybe I should have done, but I didn't. I decided to wash my face every day, 2 times a day, morning and night. And I went through the whole Germany trip, eating gluten, eating beer, or drinking beer, all as normal. But for some reason, I didn't have the seborrheic dermatitis come back. So it kind of made me come to the fact that maybe it's not the gluten for me. And the reason why I say for me is because some people, it might be. As I said, I've done a load of research and I've seen that people have cut out gluten and it's worked perfectly for them, and that's brilliant. So I would say the first thing to do is see if it's gluten. Maybe cut down on gluten and see how that goes, or maybe just, I don't know, cut it out, or just completely go cold turkey, no gluten, and just try to switch up your diet completely, because realistically something needs to change in order for your face to then change as well. Back to the story. As I said, I carried on eating gluten. Everything sort of kind of went fine, to my surprise. But as I said, the only thing that I did do was change my diet. No, I didn't change my diet. The only thing I did do was I changed my I wash my face daily and use the moisturizer. And I'm about to share with you the moisturizer and face cleanser that I used, and I've been using it to this day, and it's been fine. My face has been fine, and I've been eating completely and entirely normal diet. I've just been eating my normal bread, I'm not consuming loads and loads of bread, but I'm just normal, if that makes sense. I'm not overdoing it. I'm just eating my normal diet. Just nothing's really changed. I'm going to show you 2 things. 3 things, maybe. So the first thing is the cleanser. If you haven't tried this, just try it. Try using a different cleanser. Maybe it will help you. Maybe it won't. But yeah. So the first cleanser that I used was this one. It's Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel. That one there. I'll put everything in the description to links to it if you want to go and purchase some yourself. So the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel, it's a bit more of an expensive cleansing gel, to be frankly honest, but I got a little way of how to get around that, and ways to get it a little bit cheaper. So that's the first thing. I use that in the morning and at night every day, and I just washed my face, and it's managed to keep it at bay entirely. So that's the first thing. Then I paired it with a moisturizer. The moisturizer that I decided to pair it with was an E45 Dermatitis Relief Cream. This stuff is also, I think for this alone is £20. And I thought, oh my god, this is going to be one of those things, isn't it? But I mean, you guys are probably the same. You'll pay anything to get rid of this stuff on your face. So E45 Dermatitis Relief Cream. I'll put a link down on Amazon at the moment. I think it's on half price, £10 instead of £20. So I order like 3 of these and I just keep it. But for some reason, for the last like 2 or 3 months, it's been 50% off. So that's the other one. And these 2 paired together, cleansing morning and night, moisturizing morning and night, has completely and entirely kept my seborrhoeic dermatitis at bay. It hasn't come back, and obviously with this lighting as well that I've got, it probably even shows it even more. But in real life, with normal lighting, in the daylight, in the night, I've almost managed to completely get rid of my seborrhoeic dermatitis. So that's two things that I'd really, really recommend for you guys to try out. If that's the last resort, give it a little go, because that worked for me, and I thought I'd share it with you too. And I don't know if anyone else is preaching about this stuff, but this stuff is amazing. And I use this app actually called Yuka, Yuka, and you can like scan barcodes of stuff, products and beauty products, and see the ingredients. And then it tells you in the so it gives you a list of the ingredients of the actual stuff that you're about to use when you scan the barcode. This one hasn't got a barcode because it's on the box, but you scan the barcode and it tells you all the ingredients, but then it also tells you how, it gives it a rating out of 100 of how harmful it is, kind of, or if you should or shouldn't be using it. And then below that, it will also tell you some of the ingredients that are harmful, if there is any. And then with that, it will also have some case studies of how they've come up to the conclusion that it's unhealthy or might be moderate risk or high risk, and some of the side effects that might come along with that. This scores 100 out of 100. So you do not find moisturizers that score 100 out of 100. So I'm very, very happy with this E45. Well done for doing that, because that's amazing. And this cleansing gel comes out to like 74 out of 100, which again, rare to find. So with this one, normally £20, but on Amazon there is a 50% discount right now for £10. So maybe pick one up if you can. And with this stuff, I think a 500ml of this, which bear in mind 500ml is it's half a litre, it's quite a lot, it'll last you a long time, is about £60. One of these, just that, I think is £20 for 50ml. So you're definitely better off getting the bigger one. But I'll tell you a little hack with this. If you've got a little container, like I have, because I just had this from a little tester, I think, when I went to Harrods or something, and they gave me one of these little testers. If you've got a little container of anything that can hold some gel in, or this cleansing gel, then I would highly recommend you to get the refill pack. So it's just it's like a sack pretty much of 500ml of the cleansing gel. And this alone, I think, was like £40 or like £46, and you always find it on offer on one beauty shop or whatever. So you can save yourself some good money with that, and that will last you 2 years, maybe a year and a half. 500ml, that is, yeah. I mean, one of these will last me a month and a bit. You don't need much of this. It foams up really nice. It's really, really good. Best cleanser I've ever used, and this is best moisturizer I've ever used. Doesn't burn your skin. Doesn't like make your skin feel itchy or anything like that. It's like a super calming. It's really, really good. And then also get yourself a little sack as well instead of the big one, because obviously they put, for some reason, the refill is cheaper than the actual 500ml bottle. But obviously that makes sense because it's less plastic. And as I mentioned, I also had problem with my scalp with dermatitis, because that's where it originally started. And I thought, how can I get rid of the scalp dandruff? It was like dandruff dermatitis, same stuff on your scalp. And I found something. I used to use Nizzerol, the little bottles of Nizzerol. I'll put up a picture. I'll also put it in the link, because that stuff's not too bad, but for me, I didn't find that it worked too well. It works really well to clear it initially, but it's not for everyday use. You can't use it all the time, and it's pricey, like really pricey. For a little bottle, it's like £10 or £15. And as I said, you can't use it every day, and it's not like anything that you can wash your hair with. I wanted something that I can put on my scalp and at the same time wash my hair. So it kind of like, I wanted that like 2-in-1 sort of thing. I found one, and it cleared my scalp. I mean, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but my scalp is pretty much clear. And this is the one that I use to say that. But it's a shampoo that I found on Amazon again. Actually, my missus gave it to me, so shout out to the missus. But yeah, she gave me this, and it works an absolute wonder. And I love minty stuff, and this is like a minty, it like leaves your scalp feeling a bit minty and fresh. It's really nice. I'll show you what it's called. It's I'm not even gonna attempt to try say that, but it's basically a shampoo, healthy scalp. So it's good for dandruff, psoriasis, dermatitis, itchy scalp, and it's extra strength. But one thing that I did really like about this stuff is, one, you can use it every day, or if you shower every day, you can use it every day. And two, it doesn't break the bank. It's not like a like 15, 20 quid or like 60 quid for that. It is mental. Yeah, this stuff worked for me. Cleared my scalp really well. There is one thing that I do have to say. It's this weird color. It's like a it's like a brown. It's so weird. Yeah, this stuff's really good. It is really good. I really like it. And then a little bonus one as well. If you like to sometimes exfoliate your skin, as in your face a little bit, just to, maybe once every week or like once every 2 weeks, you like to exfoliate, like I do sometimes, just to really get into the pores and stuff. I found this is another little tester, but it's by Dermalogica again, and it's a daily milk foliant, calming oat based powder exfoliant. So it's like a natural thing. And again, this scores really high on the Yuka app, which again, I really like. I kind of go, whatever I consume, I always scan it on that app just to see if it's all right to use. And that's that one as well. And I'll also add a link to that one, and I'll try find the cheapest one so you guys can buy that one if you want to. But again, so quick little recap. We got Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel. This stuff's class. Really, really good. I couldn't recommend any better cleansing. I know it's a little bit expensive, but honestly, it's worked wonders for me. E45 Dermatitis Relief. For the scalp, go for a bit of this. And if you want to exfoliate as well a little bit, go for the Dermalogica Milk Foliant. And that is all the products that I use that I pretty much managed to cure it. Or I'd like to think I cured it, because it hasn't come back for a while. And this is the longest it's never come back for, or ever it's come back for. So it's been from from Germany. I went Germany November, and it's now January. So it's about 3 months, maybe 4 months that it's been gone for. So try it out. Maybe it works. But that's just another add-on that I wanted to add on to the last video, because I didn't mention any of this stuff because this was all new, and I just wanted to say that I'm no longer on the gluten-free road path, you can call it. I'm now just eating as normal and using those. So there is light at the end of the tunnel, 100%. And I wanted to add a little note onto that as well. When I had it, I was really it's so easy to think and get into your head to think, this is never going to go away. I'm stuck with this for life, so on and so forth. And then the doctors tell you, you've now got this and that's it. You're going to have it. Just no going away. Take these steroid creams, take these antifungal creams and all that sort of stuff. Just try everything else apart. Just I would say don't even touch it. I mean, this isn't like medical advice or anything, but me personally, I just stay away from it. Just stay away from the creams and stuff. And when they say it's chronic, as in it won't go away, it will go away 100%. You just got to sort something out, what works for you, because at the end of the day, you didn't have it before. And if you didn't have it before, you can always get rid of it, sort of thing. That's my thought process. Try to stay up. Don't get down in these modes where you think it's never going to go away, and then if you genuinely think that it's never going to go away, then it might never go away. You just got to think this is just temporary. It's horrible because obviously everyone's looking at you and stuff, and especially me, I had it on my face and I was just like, oh my god, this is horrendous. But it will go away eventually. You just got to find your little recipe of what works for you. Might be gluten, might be go completely gluten free. That might work for you. But I will say that washing your face, you should be doing that anyways, to be honest. Just wash your face every day. I will say don't scrub your face, and if you've got dermatitis there already, don't use any exfoliants. Don't use anything that's going to try irritate it and make it even sore. Don't try scrub it off, because that won't work either. Just keep it clean, keep it moisturized with the right moisturizer, the right cleansing gel. Keep it maintained. It's your face at the end of the day. You got to maintain it. You got to keep it at bay. It's one of those things that you need to play around with. It might be a certain food. It might be oils. It might be some sort of oils that you're eating. It might be anything like that. But maintain it. Try keep it at bay. Wash your face every day. That rhymed when it shouldn't have. But now a little bit of a side bit to that video. I know I haven't posted in a while, and in my last video got some nice viewage on there. Got 1,000 views, which is very unexpected for my 4th video. So I know there's people out there that need help and stuff. So I'm going to try post more. I'm going to try get some more videos out there. Try help. If there's anything else that comes up, I'll always post about it. See if other people have the same experience. And if you have any experiences like this with seborrhoeic dermatitis, any stuff that you tried, whack them in the comments. Let's get a little debate going. I wouldn't mind getting a little thing going in the comments where people suggest what worked for them, what didn't work for them. If anyone else has any tips, whack them down, because we're all in this together. We all can benefit from each other. At the end of the day, we're all, you know, we're all the same. We're all like humans. We've all got the same stomachs, and yeah, the stuff that we can change could actually, well, could help other people. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to start posting more, going to get some more videos out there. Not really sure what on, but maybe just bits of everything, really. There's not really been dedicated one thing that I'm going to post on this channel. It's going to be a bits of everything. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a little quick video, a little quick of an update of how I managed to completely clear it. As I said, I'll whack all the stuff down below in the description of the cheapest bits that I can find. And if you got anything, put them in the comments. Let's get a little debate going. Let's get a nice little group going. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you've got to this spot, then, you know, I'm very grateful for you guys even watching in the first place. But yeah, thank you very much. Take care.